Brainstorming and sharing ideas is the funnest part of the creative process. We decided to skip the boring part of actually making stuff and just do the fun part. I'm your host, Tom Walma.
I'm Carl Sobel.
I'm David Carson.
I'm Lucky Lee.
I'm Cranker. Oh, sorry. I'm Cranker.
And this is Creativity Wasted.
My invention is a fitness center / spring camp that is all 80s campy movie themed vibe. So like your fitness center is gonna have like Rambo playing the whole time, and like just all the like Stallone, Schwarzenegger movies, like they're everything. And then so you want your like dancing facility that's like Dirty Dancing themed. So then it's just like all your instructors are dressed like basically Patrick Swayze. And then you can go outside for the volleyball and it's all Top Gun. So it's just, you can only wear blue jeans, but it would be really cool. Like, and like, you don't have to scan a cue card when you get in there, like at Planet Fitness. Instead, you have to do the high five from Predator, where you have to lock arms with the guy at the lobby. Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds fun for sure. Like an 80s themed camp, as long as there's no Nightmare on Elm Street in there.
I mean, on Halloween, you gotta have like a themed party, but I just think I'd finally enjoy going to the gym. If I'm like, I don't have to go to the gym and watch like the ESPN. I can go to the gym, pump iron, and watch
Rocky.
Commando. Yeah,
exactly. Could there be like an arty version of it? Like, because if it's 80s movies, like could it also be like Remains of the Day? You know, could it be Anthony Hopkins and Emma Thompson? Like, I feel like there might be some real sleepers that could end up in there as well.
Oh, 100%. I feel like the whole thing, everything has to be a theme to an 80s movie. But it's a fitness center, so you're just going to nerd out and feel better.
You've never experienced the 80s, right? You're like a 90s kid.
I was born in 88. But we were poor, so all the movies I got to watch were from the 80s that my mom recorded off of TV.
Nice.
And Superstation, yeah, the Superstation just played all of that.
Yeah.
AMC, yeah.
But I know it's a better time. Like,
not necessarily better movies, but a better time for sure.
Yeah. You know, like it would be so fun. You could have like the pool, it's all Point Break style. Like, I know I'm kind of like going to the 90s now, but like, still.
It's got an 80s vibe. Yeah.
It's just, I want that 80s, 90s vibe of just dumb shit to work out to.
It was very motivational though. Like can you imagine if you're listening to Eye of the Tiger and like running on a treadmill versus anything else? Like, it is the most motivational music and like montages ever. So
yeah.
And the whole goal of all of those movies was like, get fit and fuck shit up for the win, right? So
exactly.
Yeah.
So you go to a bar and they have pictures of people drinking and shit. Like, so it's like cool. I want to see cool people working out, and for me, that's just a very sweaty Sylvester Stallone.
Yeah. I feel like it'll help. It's probably the only way to bring karate back, because like since the advent of like MMA, like karate was the coolest thing in the 80s. Like, if you knew karate, you were cool as shit. But then MMA came out and everybody realized that karate wasn't shit. I feel like karate could come back if this got popular.
100%.
And you have the karate leaders who say all the dumb shit that doesn't work, and like on purpose, like for fun. Like when they pretend to hit the guy and he just falls over limp, and then breaking all the stupid bricks, all the dumb shit that they would do.
Oh yeah.
Everything's made out of balsa wood, so it just breaks. Everything just fucking breaks everywhere.
Ooh, but that would be so empowering to have something like that at the gym, where you just like crash through a wall or you break a stack of bricks and you don't know that they're shitty ones, and so you just feel like you're on a super high after that, just adrenaline just coursing.
Like Lou Ferrigno, you just start painting yourself green, like.
Hell yeah, Hulk out all the time.
and like all the trainers, like instead of like having smoothies, they have cigars.
That's
like everyone's just coughing nonstop.
Yeah. All the supplements are just unregulated steroids.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I was thinking when you said Stallone, like, oh man, penis sizes are really gonna shrink down.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, with that. But whatever, that's fine.
Or at least ball sizes, right? I thought it.
Yeah, ball size. That's right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Maybe
wanna
there's
know,
a gift
guys.
shop where you can size up.
You can get the Austin Powers penis enlarger after your workout.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. And to calm down, you get like some Quaaludes. It's like I think
Because this is an all-encompassing fitness center. It has everything. Like it even has like the dancing studios and stuff. Because you need that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think Patrick Swayze from Roadhouse teaching yoga would be pretty fucking awesome.
Yeah.
If you're late for class, he rips your throat out.
Super
No.
zen. Super
Every
zen.
class is at sunset.
Exactly.
So
Baby
it's
oil
never-
is a must.
And the spa is just like 9.5 weeks then. And they just like drip ice all over you in the spa. I don't know.
Exactly.
Nice.
See, you're onto this.
Like
All
maybe-
of the male fitness instructors have big, giant upper bodies and tiny little legs.
Exactly. Yeah. Well, because they're gonna be wearing blue jeans in this gym. It's blue
That's
jeans
right.
only.
Very tight, short blue jeans.
A lot of headbands.
and mullets. A lot of mullets.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Weren't there more dancing movies in the 80s? There
Yeah.
was the
Well,
Swayze
Footloose.
one, Footloose, Dirty
Footloose was
Dancing,
80s,
right?
Mhm.
Yep. And you had all those silly breakdancing movies, right, as well.
Oh, breakdancing.
Yeah, I think there were like 10 of those things.
I still think breakdancing is fun to watch.
Yeah.
Breakdancing is amazing to watch. Yeah, that is kind of underappreciated now, isn't it? Kind of like
Yep.
like karate.
I think breakdancing in the right venue and like with the right person is still pretty appreciated. But
Yeah.
yeah.
I always
Yeah.
feel like when you see that one person just kind of bust it out at a wedding, it's like everybody's a little disappointed. They think it's going to go well, but it doesn't.
Oh.
Somebody gets
At a
injured,
wedding.
because it's usually like it's some old guy at the wedding, right, who did it back in 81 and like tries to do the worm and dislocates his shoulder. Something bad happens. So I
That's
feel
epic
like
though. Like that's funny as hell. It's
It
either
is
gonna be
funny.
incredible and impressive or like a huge letdown, but pretty entertaining too.
yeah.
Right?
Yeah, just requires insurance.
Yeah. Which in your
I have-
60s you might have.
Yeah, so that's another thing you could sell, obviously. So like
I think
extra
you
insurance, but I do feel like breakdancing would be like a class that you could teach, obviously. But like I think that's also the fashion. The fashion for that was quite good. So
Oh.
I feel like beyond just like the tight blue jeans, you could also have the there's
You
good
could-
shit there.
You could have tournaments where you have like your Dirty Dancing class students versus the Footloose students, and have dance offs between the themes. Because I think that'd be great. Because Dirty Dancing, like they're more like singular, where Footloose, like they're like a whole ensemble, and they play chicken and tractors, which is pretty badass.
Yeah. That's actually interesting because now, like I think about it, like nobody resolves tension with dancing anymore like they did in the 80s.
Yeah, no, I think we
Right.
need to bring that back.
We could bring that
Well,
back.
I think it's because they invented punch dancing and then violence got involved. You know what I mean?
Yeah. It's felt like, kids could settle shit on the street, right? In those movies, like, right? And then all of a sudden they're like, hey, everything's cool. Everything's nice. Like bringing that back, I feel like.
More dance gang fights instead of weaponry gang fights.
Yeah. We're gonna dance fight. Yeah.
I think people do resolve tension with dancing in real life, maybe more, and not as much in movies now. But I hear you.
Yeah.
I hear you. I know
mean-
a lot of people that do that, but I don't know.
You mean just go in a mosh pit and throw bows?
Yeah. Hell yeah. Just
I
end up
think-
with like a sweaty chest against your face from in a mosh
yeah.
pit. Yeah. Oh yeah.
I think next time my fiance and I have a disagreement, I'm gonna be like, "Do you just want to dance it off? Like, let's just dance battle."
Yeah. Yeah.
Winner doesn't have to take out the trash.
Yeah. But it's also because like how that stuff gets adjudicated is also kind of bizarre because who decides who wins? Because like in the movies, it's all like, oh, it's so obvious, right?
And it
That
never
person
is.
won. But
Yeah.
in real life, that's not going to be that obvious.
No.
Yeah, you need a judge. You're right. Yeah.
Yeah.
I would say it has to be groups of people have to be around. So it's like you can only dance battle when your friends are
witnesses.
over. Yeah.
So that's the only way you and your fiance will really solve things.
first
Is
one
when
that takes it
everyone
personal.
else. Yeah.
There's like a dance jury.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I like also the priest to come and protest the dancing.
Yeah.
Don't do it.
That's the devil.
That's the devil in you. How is it that we don't have like dance karaoke? Is that a thing? Because like I felt like video games had it, obviously, but like you never just like get up and do like dance karaoke. You'd always have to sing for it, right?
Yeah. I mean, there's DDR.
Yeah.
Right. There's like a
Definitely.
game version of it, right? Where it's like you're
Yeah.
just stepping, right? But like one where you're really trying to like really trying to hit the moves, sort of karaoke style. Like I don't know what you'd call karaoke dance.
I think that's the closest thing. Yeah, the DDR and Dance Dance Revolution, stuff like that.
Oh,
Yeah.
the Xbox had that little bar that actually looked at you, and there was a dance game that you had to hit the forms and everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just Dance.
Just
Yeah,
Dance.
it might have been that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Obviously, it didn't interest my dainty ass, but
So the 80s gym, did you have a name for that?
No. I think 80s action fitness or 80s campy camp. But yeah, no, I did not get that far.
I like 80s action fitness. That's
Yeah.
That's quite nice. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, we forgot the whole Jean-Claude Van Damme.
Oh yeah.
That's kind of 90s though, but like
he had a run. Yeah.
And he always wore didn't he wear like tight pants where you could see his bulge? Isn't that what he
Was he the guy who also did the splits?
Yeah.
On the car that was moving. Yeah.
He can still do them today. So
yeah, that's like a whole new form of Pilates. It's like fun, like a tight pants.
Yeah, the basement of the gym is going to be the Kumite.
Yeah, a little blood sport.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
You could even have like the Star Wars Reflex Center where people shoot darts at you and you have to block them with your sword.
Have to wear a stormtrooper mask though.
Exactly. And then you film it all, and then you can subscribe and you can watch people failing at the 80s fitness center. And then you can have discounted memberships that way.
There you go. That's where you tie in the current technology with the 80s theme. Mm-hmm. Yep. Love it.
I don't know if this would work for a gym, but I always thought that roller derby would take off as a bigger thing than
I remember in the early 2000s, like roller derby was trying to come back from it. Down in Texas, in Austin, they had leagues that actually had ramps and everything. I remember in Brooklyn, they had a whole bunch of leagues that would take over those floors, and everybody came out for those things. So it became like kind of a cool reason to drink and go watch that. But like, I haven't seen roller derby for a hot minute.
We have roller derby here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They have a really fun pub crawl they do in the summer.
Nice.
It's called the Running of the Bulls, and all the derby girls they chase you from bar to bar like as bulls. And like it is a blast. I haven't gone in a couple of years because last time I went, we ended up winning a costume for we had won a prize for best costume.
What were you?
And we stole these suits. A buddy of mine allegedly, I don't know the legality of this, potentially worked at a local hockey arena, and we took some of their mascot costumes and we wore those out on the town. And we won best characters, but we were also doing so many shots at every bar. We got kicked out of the last one before we could claim our trophy. But it was awesome. Like, it was so much fun. Like, we were getting like chased and like beat up. Like, it was pretty intense.
That was in Grand Rapids?
Yeah.
Dude, that sounds awesome.
Yeah, so Grand Raggedy Roller Girls Running of the Bulls.
That's amazing.
So they have the skates on and they're skating down the street.
Yeah.
And they can like knock you over.
Oh yeah, they have like pool noodles. So like they're using them as like batons and like it's like people get hurt.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Let's wrap it up. Anybody have any shows or blogs or podcasts or social media that they want to promote?
I have a show coming out this month, the 21st. I have a women's show at Art of Life Studio and Gallery on Leonard in Grand Rapids.
That's cool.
It's on a Friday.
If anybody wants to go and visit Demify in all of the the stupidness at my blog. Go to david-carson.com and you can sign up there. But it's essentially a newsletter to get you to think dumber rather than smarter. And this was just such the perfect exercise for all this stuff. You guys are masters.
I got a show this month on the 22nd at Sherwood's Cove in Allegan. That's my backyard. And then April 9th in South Bend, Indiana at a brewery there. I'll be doing a show with another fantastic lineup of not just comics, but also some SoundCloud rappers and other performers. So it's a good mix. It'll be fun.
Cool.
I am going to be featuring a Dr. Grins in August, the last weekend of August. All of it's going to be on my Instagram. Just follow me there. I'll be back in Detroit September, potentially opening for TJ Miller. My weekly open mic every Wednesday, 9 o'clock at River City Saloon. Come there. It's 9 o'clock. Burger deals. My parents are there. My mom's gambling. My dad's drinking. I'm seeing why I have to do comedy.
I have a Twitch channel called Gaming McFitness where I build video game controllers into fitness machines and then exercise on them. I have a show, North Kent Comedy, April 20-something.
This has been a production of Planet Amp Podcast, powered by Pinecast.